to start this morning by asking you to think about how you make purchasing decisions, how you decide where you're going to spend your money on things like kitchen appliances or food or your kid's stroller or a car. Is it price or is it convenience? Because the research says that the #1 determinant on where we spend money is actually quality, and that's by a country mile. So I want you to think about products and who makes those products that you buy and how complex those products are. And I want to talk about something not very complex, which is M&Ms. And not just regular M&Ms, but more specifically peanut M&Ms in the sharing size bag. You know, the Mars company manufactures 400 million M&Ms every single day. And as consumers, we inspect every single one of them. We take them out of a bag and we look at them before we eat them. So they all have to be of really high quality. The right size peanut, the right amount of chocolate, the right number in the sharing size bag, which is 132, in case you care to know. Because as consumers, we're really savvy inspectors of quality. We know when something isn't right with a product, even something as small as an M&M. It's a miracle that Mars pulls this off every day. But in the rare event that we do find something that's wrong with an M&M or a product, what do? Well, in this case, we flip the package over and we find the 800 number and we call them up. And we get this very, very nice customer service professional on the other end of the line, and we give them the lot number, perhaps the date that we bought them, where we bought them, maybe even our email address if we're looking for a refund. And what we don't realize is that we just kicked off a series of quality-centric business processes, starting with the capturing of all of this information in a CRM system, perhaps like Salesforce. Now, why is this important? Well, it's really important because Mars cares deeply about quality. Because the faster that they can resolve that quality problem, the more likely it is that they're going to endear themselves to us as consumers through brand loyalty. Because as consumers, sometimes we're actually not that nice. And we take to social media. We tell the world about our quality problem. In this case, the problem with my M&M. Might tweet about it on Twitter, put a picture of it on Instagram, post about it on Facebook, so all my friends know about it because I know they care deeply about my M&M problem. This challenge is true for all manufacturers, whether you're making M&Ms or you're making automobiles or satellites or toothpaste, excavators, chemical plants, pharmaceuticals. Quality is the strategic determinant on where people spend their money, both in the consumer world and the commercial world. But the problem is it's getting harder. It's getting harder for these quality professionals to produce consistently high quality products. Why is that? Well, first of all, the regulatory burden on them is massive. If you are a US-based manufacturer, you've been on the inbound side of 1.5 new regulations per week for years. Buyers want higher quality products at lower cost. That's because of the explosion of choice that we all have. And the products themselves and the businesses that make them are getting more and more complex. And if you're an OEM, you don't have to worry about just your own quality, you have to worry about your supplier's quality, and their supplier's quality, and perhaps even their supplier's quality. And with 2.5 billion people on social media, if you make a mistake, everybody knows about it. Now, if you're doing this at scale, like Mars is, you have factories all over the world, you have thousands of suppliers, you have the FDA in your lobby, and you have consumers like me that are calling up to complain about a problem. You need a way to fight back. You can't just throw people at this problem. What you need is an enterprise business process, or even a portfolio of enterprise business processes that enable you to produce really high quality products the first time, and if you don't happen to do that, you have the quick ability to be able to fix problems that you find in manufacturing. Now, what are some of these processes? Well, things like handling a customer complaint, like the one that I just registered with Mars, for instance. Investigating a non-conformance that was found on the factory floor. running a corrective action, or making a change to your quality documentation and then retraining all of your employees and recertifying that they know that new quality process. Now the problem is, to make matters worse, there are lots of these processes. They're all interconnected, they have dependencies upon each other, they have to happen in a certain order, they have to go to a certain set of people, and they have to happen in a certain time frame. To be ISO 9001 compliant, you have to prove to an auditor that you're fantastic at 10 of these at least. So this is the world of the quality professional. External market pressure, tons of business processes to run, and the brand promise of your company hanging in the balance. So these quality professionals need a second weapon. What they need now is software. They need enterprise software. Specifically, they need a software-based quality management system to digitize all of those processes and to optimize them, to make them a competitive advantage against competitors in their industry, to run them differently than the way their competitors do, and to do it with more agility than their competitors do. And they're going to use software to do it. Now, this enterprise software, particularly the quality management system, lives in the IT ecosystem of other enterprise business systems. It interacts with things like an ERP system, a CRM system, a PLM system, product lifecycle management system, and it becomes a hub for all of the quality data. That's another huge benefit. By using software to run these enterprise business processes in the area of quality, I can gather all of the quality data in my company, I can see it, and I can analyze it, and I can put it to work. Now, this quality data is coming from myriad sources. It's coming from customers, it's coming from connected products, machines in the factory, employees, suppliers, other enterprise business systems. You know, Forrester estimates that if every company in the Fortune 1000 could increase their use of data by just 10%, they'd drop $65 million to the bottom line at every Fortune 1000 company. So if you do the math, that's a lot of gain by getting better access to data. But we can do even better than that. We can lower costs across the board by reducing scrap and field failures and warranty costs. We can improve the top line by getting products to market faster. We can streamline operations by spending less time smoking out non-conformances. And we can do amazingly strategic things like get customers to love our products, perhaps even pay a premium for our products. We can create moments of brand loyalty and drive the market cap of our companies. Now, speaking of amazing things, ETQ is now part of Hexagon, and we could not have been happier to find such a fantastic home for the business. I've called it the perfect home for ETQ. I'm delighted to tell you a little bit about ETQ. We've had a market-leading quality management system for about 30 years called Reliance. We sell and support a wide range of industries and company sizes. We've got about 1 million people that use the software every year, and we deliver it all from the cloud. Now, the easiest way to think about Reliance is in 3 pieces. First, a broad portfolio of business applications that generally align with the business processes that I've talked about earlier. An application for managing a customer complaint, or running an internal audit, or running what's called a CAPA. All of those applications sitting on a very flexible and configurable underlying platform, and we deliver it all from the cloud. Get all the efficiency and effectiveness of the cloud. Now, who uses Reliance? Well, here's 3 customers in very different businesses, but the common thread is that these businesses all trade on quality. First is Lockheed Martin, the maker of the F-35, very advanced fighter jet, also the maker of Marine One, flies our president around in a helicopter. Boar's Head, that's a 100-year-old company that if you pay attention to their advertising and branding, the entire business is built on quality, and because of that, we all pay a 35% premium at the deli counter for Boar's Head meat. NVIDIA the maker of graphics chips and GPUs, transforming from a company that used to focus on gaming to now a company that focuses on healthcare and automotive. So 3 great customers, very different industries, all winning in their respective competitive markets because of their focus on quality. I hope this morning that we've piqued your interest a little bit into the world of the quality professional, how it's getting harder to deliver consistently high quality, and there are ways to temper that. First of all, with great quality business processes, but fundamentally enabled with a great cloud-native enterprise quality management system. You know, at Hexagon now, we really are pioneering this connection of operational technology on the shop floor to information technology in the business. And we're really the only ones that are doing it, have all the technology to be able to do it. That's why this marriage makes so much sense.